Kennedy got a good bunch.
Well, it is officially March Madness. As tonight, it will be boys 4A Substate basketball coming your way here on CRM Live Sports, crmlivesports.com. As tonight, a trip to the state tournament on the line, the third meeting of the year between Mississippi Valley Conference and Metro foes, as it will be the Warriors of Cedar Rapids, Washington, going up against the Cougars of Cedar Rapids, Kennedy. And welcome in high atop the Solon Gymnasium here on this Tuesday night, March the 1st. Great to have you with us. Scott Unash, Phil Dunn, as we get ready for one of 8 Substate finals around the state in Class 4A basketball around the state tonight. We'll let you know what the other games are coming up here in just a little bit. Coming your way on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths pregame show here from Solon. As the crowd continues to file in here, Kennedy and Wash both making a little bit of a road trip to come down here, Highway 1 or through Ely, whichever way you navigated, down through the College Community School District to get ready for this one. And Kennedy 19-3, third rated at 4A, while the Washington Warriors are 13-9 on the year. Kennedy won the 2 regular season matchups, and one was close. The one early, Cougars led and then pulled away at the end. And Phil, I'll ask you, it's coaches, everyone, media people, fans, everybody says it's tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year, and that's what Kennedy has to do against one of their rivals tonight.
They do. They have to come out, and the other team, it can go one of 2 ways. If you're on the losing team, it can be one of those things where you're going to come out and you're going to play loose and free and nothing to lose, and the other team might feel that pressure a little bit if you're the Kennedy Cougars, or if maybe your mentality is not, you're not going to get them. You haven't beat them twice yet. And the Cougars come in here really confident. So you can go one or 2 ways. And I think we'll know a lot in the early part of this ball game and see who can get a run going, because I think both these teams are very capable of scoring in bunches. And the Kennedy Cougars, if they get out on a little bit of a run, it might be difficult for the Warriors.
For Washington, playing very good basketball toward the end of the season, and included in there a win against Iowa City West, among others, and then stubbed their toe in the last game going into the tournament trail. Had a brilliant game with Iowa City Liberty, double overtime game, and Washington prevailed in that one. Meanwhile, Kennedy had a struggle in their game against the Linn-Mar Lions as well. That was also a third go-around, although they split the first 2 games with those particular teams anyway. So, both teams, a lot to gain on this one for the Cougars. Of course, getting back to the state tournament, they think they can make some hay down in Des Moines. And for Cedar Rapids, Washington, they're going to try to get back for the first time since the Josh Oglesby, Wes Washman era of Washington basketball.
Wow, that's been a while. You think about them, those 2 players, 2 just dynamite players for Cedar Rapids, Washington, and then go on in their college careers and had great careers out there. But it has been a while since the Warriors got there. They probably feel pretty hungry, feel pretty good about where they're going. Both these teams coming off very difficult victories, like you said, to get here. But that's expected when you get into the postseason. I think that just makes you a little bit better. You're a little bit tougher. You've been through that situation. If it would happen here again tonight, maybe your nerves are a little bit calmer because you've been through it in the postseason already. So. Those difficult games can bear fruit for you if you learn from them.
Kennedy likes to shoot the threes. One shy of 500. Their next 3 will be their 500th 3-try of the season. It's a team that shoots very well. They average just 1/10 of a point shy of 70. Wash at 55. The Warriors, of course, kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start as far as the offense is concerned. They've been putting it into high gear as of late. They will not shoot as many threes as the Cougars, but they get to the line more often than Cedar Rapids Kennedy does. So a little bit of a different situation right there. One of the keys, I think, tonight, can Washington hold on to the basketball? They're about 1-to-1 as far as turnovers and assists are concerned. Kennedy, one of the best in 4A as far as assists to turnover ratio. The Cougars, 17 assists a game. They only turn it over 9. So can Wash turn Kennedy over, and can Wash take care of the ball? I think are going to be two keys.
Yeah, I do. I agree with you there, Scott, because Kennedy is really they pride themselves in what they do defensively. They really get after you, and they play a little bit different defense than a lot of teams play. But the Warriors have seen it twice already this year and gone through it, so that part shouldn't be new for them. But how they come at you, they really want to put pressure on the ball. They want to overplay the passing lanes and get out and score off their defense. They want to help let their defense help their offense as well. And like you say, the Warriors, you want to take care of it. Good quality possessions. We know they're very capable of putting up a lot of points, though. But I would think if this was a up and down affair, it would probably favor the Cougars a little bit in that regard.
Yep, and we'll see how Washington shoots it. Trey Sane leading the Warriors at 17 points a game. Jesse Sellers has been terrific as of late. His shooting percentage from 3 up to 34%. He's at double figures at 11.4 points a game. Kennedy, very balanced. Colby Dolphin leading the way for the Cougars at 14 points a game. Kenzie Reed at 12.6. Jackson Bowman has been good as of late in double figures with 10.5. Cyrus Courtney, 20 in the win against Linn-Mar, coming off the bench. He is going to be a big factor, I think, as far as this game is concerned, and how he can come in and give his athleticism, because Wash has a ton of athletes out there.
They do, and that balanced scoring, that approach that Kennedy throws at you, and they got so many different people that can score on a given night. And like you said, Courtney was an example of it the other night against Linn-Mar. He was able to score when they needed him, getting into 20 points for him in a very difficult ball game. And Cedar Rapids Wash, as you talk about the athletes that they have, you know, it starts with Trajan Sane out there. Defensively, he can get some steals. He can disrupt you a little bit and get runouts. But he's kind of their leader. He's kind of the bell cow, so to speak. He's the one that they follow, and they can really feed off him emotionally if he gets off to a good start.
Wash and Kennedy both in this game last year. Wash up at Cedar Falls, losing to #1 rated Tigers a year ago. And Kennedy also dropping that game as well. We'll take a break on the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths pregame show as the crowd continues to file into the Solon Gymnasium. Seats just a little less than 1,200. We'll see how close we are to capacity coming up here this evening. We'll take a break and have more for you from Solon, Kennedy, and Wash in a 4A Substate final. And more coming up here on CRM Live Sports.
Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lindale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
Back with you from Solon. Scott Unash, Phil Dunn with you as we get ready for Kennedy and Washington in this 4A Substate final. 1 3A Substate final tonight. That's a good one. It'll be Davenport Assumption and Dubuque Wallards going at it tonight. And that game at Macokota this evening. And that, of course, was not played last night because the Assumption girls were at the girls' state tournament. So they pushed that off to tonight. The 4A games tonight. Some very interesting matchups. Substate 1, you've got Ankeny. They will be favored against Waukee. Substate 2, it's Ames and Des Moines Hoover going at it tonight. The big one is in Substate 3. Top 5's going at it. West Des Moines Valley and Cedar Falls. A shame somebody's going to not make it, one of those two teams, but I guess that's the way it goes in basketball. Of course, we are Substate number 4 here with Kennedy and Wash. Substate 5, unbeaten Pleasant Valley taking on an upstart Burlington team. Substate 6, the Prairie Hawks. Best of luck to Jeremy Rickardson at Prairie. They're over in Clinton tonight, taking on Dubuque Hempstead. Substate 7, Waukee Northwest will be a big favorite over Urbandale, and a bigger favorite is Johnston in Substate 8 over 8-14 West Des Moines Dowling, who upset Council Bluffs Lincoln. I guess the Substate semifinals, the two things to note are the Sioux City East and Council Bluffs Lincoln went down out west. So it's basically the eastern part of the state and the MVC in the CIML, except for Pleasant Valley.
Yep, and you know, it'd be interesting how that plays out tonight. And you know, we could have 3 Metro boys teams here. You're going to get one for sure here tonight in this win. You got Marion last night, so you got 2, and then if Prairie could get the win, you could wind up with 3 Metro teams, so a nice representation in the Metro area.
Yeah, it will be. Kennedy designated as the home team here tonight. Washington, the visitors, as the crowd continues to file in here. And a very good officiating crew that we know very well from over the years that are going to be doing this game, who do Mississippi Valley Conference games. So that, I think that's kind of interesting right there. We're going to get a local officiating crew, and these guys usually let them play a little bit, so I think that's good.
Yeah, Mr. Remington, Mr. Scharf out there, they're going to, it should be a well officiated ball game. Every time we've ever seen these guys in action, they do a really good job, and they manage the game well, and you always like that when you get tournament time, especially a sub-state game. A lot of emotions going at it.
They'll be down in the state tournament coming up next week as we come your way here on CRM Live Sports. Back tomorrow at the Girls State Tournament, 6:30 for a 1A quarterfinal. It'll be Northland and Springville going at it tomorrow. The third matchup seems to be a theme. Third matchups here lately. So that will be the rubber match between the Orioles and the Lynx tomorrow night. Xavier on Thursday afternoon. The Xavier girls winning earlier today. They beat Central DeWitt. And Xavier will take on Dallas Center Grimes at 5 o'clock on Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll have that 1A semifinal between the winner of Northland Springville. More than likely against Audie Crooks and Algona Garrigan, but we'll have to wait and see.
Should be some fun games out there in Des Moines for you.
Yeah.
A lot of good basketball.
Beautiful 63-degree weather today.
Boy, you know, whoever gets there, but let's say if it's Springville, Lauren Wilson against Audie Crooks, that would be fun.
They played last year in the first round, and Springville gave them a really good game.
Yes, they did.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups. They're brought to you by Dan Hillers, the home loan expert. Find him online at danhillersthehomeloanexpert.com or stop on by at his offices in downtown Cedar Rapids. For the visiting Washington Warriors, 13-9 out of the Mississippi division of the MVC, where they finished in second behind Cedar Falls. They will go with their usual 5. Jaden Harris at one guard. Harris 6'1", and a junior, 7.2 points, 4 boards a game. Also to forward, it'll be Trajan Sane, 6'5", and a junior. Sane at 17.1 points to lead Washington, 6.5 rebounds, shoots 48% from the field. The center is J.J. Willis, 6'3", and a sophomore, 6.7 points and 3 boards per game. And the guards at the point, Will Hodges, the 6-foot sophomore. Hodges at 4.4 points and 3 rebounds a game. And Jesse Sellers, number 1, 5'10", and a junior, 11.4 points, 3.5 rebounds. about 1.5 steals a game and up to 35% from three-point range. The head coach for Cedar Rapids, Washington, coming off that Achilles surgery. He's down with his suit on, and on the scooter is Justin Decker. Now the starters for the Cougars of Cedar Rapids Kennedy, 19-3, the Valley Division champions of the MVC, third rated at 4A. Kennedy will go with the 3-guard lineup. Colby Dolphin, 6 foot and a junior, leads Kennedy at 14.1 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 3 assists a game, shoots 41% from three-point range. Also at a guard, it'll be Carson Blitz, number 2, 6'1" and a senior. Blitz, 9 points, 2 rebounds a game, 42% from 3, and when he is on, Kennedy is very, very tough. At the point, Kenzie Reed, 5'10" and a junior, 12.6 points, 3 rebounds, 4A's best, 7.1 assists per game for Kenzie Reed. At a forward, 24, Jackson Bowman, the 6'7" senior. Bowman at 10.5 points per ball game, 4.5 rebounds per contest. And also at center, it'll be number 35, Craig Mills, 6'5" and a senior. Mills at 7.7 points per game. The head coach for Cedar Rapids Kennedy is John McCowan. We'll take a break, come back, and have the opening tip-off for this 4A Substate final between Kennedy and Washington right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Dan Hillers, the home loan expert. One of the most popular loans that we are doing right now is the cash out refinance. Think about it. Your home's value is at an all-time high, interest rates are near all-time lows. You can use that equity to pay off your credit cards, to do home remodels, or you could go on a nice vacation. See how I can help you today at hillershomeloans.com.
Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for the entire family. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels, or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Serving our area athletes for over 50 years and keeping athletes of all ages functioning at their highest performance for a winning game. Spinal Corrective Center, online at spinalcc.com.
The lineups are just about to be introduced here. Gonna have a nice crowd. Like I said, it seats about almost 1,200 here, and they're still coming in, Phil. So I think we're gonna be pretty full to the gills here at Solon tonight.
I think so too. I think we got a nice group in front of us at Kennedy, and Wash is filled in nicely across the way from us. So a little bit more late arriving crowd though, as you would see maybe with a first round or some of those smaller schools. It seems like they get there an hour early and fill those stands.
Takes a while to get from Cedar Rapids to Solon.
Had to plug it into their GPS.
Well, winner moves on to the state tournament as the lineups are being introduced, and good student sections here. Kennedy below us and to our left, Wash across and to our right. And
student section spilling in right up next to us too.
Yeah. How about some of the keys that you are looking for tonight?
Well, I think we talked about Kennedy is going to shoot the ball so well from three-point land. They shoot a lot of them. That's got to be where you start if you're going to be defensively. If you're Cedar Rapids Washington, is you got to be able to make sure that Kennedy doesn't get into a groove and get a lot of threes, maybe in transition or ball movement. They can do it both ways. So you got to make sure that you run them off the line there. And the other thing is, Kennedy likes to get scores off their turnovers. If they can get live ball turnovers and run out. So if you're Washington, take care of the basketball. Don't give those live ball turnovers. And see if you can attack the rim. You need Sane. Trajan Sane's a big focus here for Cedar Rapids Washington. Get him going early. And if you're the Cougars, you're going to want to try and slow him down if you can.
Lineups have been introduced. Cougars in the home white with the green and gold trim. Green numbers, green letters. Kennedy across the front in yellow. Wash in the blue with the white and red. And right now here at Solon tonight, we get ready to honor America with tonight's national anthem. And there you have our national anthem here tonight from Solon High School. As we're just about set to get this one underway, we'll try to keep you updated on the Emils Hideaway scoreboard with out-of-town scores tonight as well. And a little overflow crowd here. Like to see that.
Yeah, it is. That's good to see here, Scott. Basketball is alive and well here in Eastern Iowa.
All right. Who's going to go to Des Moines? We're 32 minutes away from finding out. As it'll be Jackson Bowman and Trey Sane to tip it up. Bowman at 6'7", Sane at 6'5". As we are set to go. Third meeting of the year between the Cougars and the Warriors. In a raucous setting. Ball in the air, controlled by Hodges and the Warriors, and we're underway. As Wash will go to the basket to our left. Kennedy will pick him up in the man-to-man. Pass inside, tipped away, but the Warriors will retain possession. Going to be blitz on Harris. Kennedy will switch, though, on the jump and switch, as right now they got Mills on Sellers.
Yeah, you can wind up with different kinds of mismatches in the post area if you're patient enough.
Willis over to Sellers. He'll drive baseline in all the way on Mills, and the high teardrop is good for Jesse Sellers.
Yeah, little runner, teardrop. Not an easy shot from the baseline, but nothing but net for him.
We'll see how Wash is going to play this defensively. If they're going to go with their 1-3-1. Inside, Sane on the block. On the drive by Dolphin, it'll be out of bounds to the Cougars.
What's interesting here, too, is how they came down and they bunched everybody on one side of the floor. Kennedy did. And they left a shooter in the corner and then a guy penetrating off a double screen. Really hard for Wash to help in that situation.
Inbound, they just barely beat the 5-second count. Kenzie Reed driving in and lost it. Turnover Cougars, picked up by Will Hodges. Into the front court, Sellers to the corner. Harris, he'll curl into the lane. Leaves it for Hodges, couple jump stops. Now to Sane. Driving a kick to Sellers. Deep three, front iron no. Tip no by Sane, and the rebound to Bowman.
Bowman goes up high, gets that in a crowd.
Sane is going to be picking up Kenzie Reed. Interesting in the man-to-man.
Yes, it is. He's got a size advantage there, longer arms.
Dolphin takes it inside, flips it underneath the Mills for the easy layup.
Mills right there on the block, the extra pass, get the easy basket.
Wash has been that 1-3-1. It's been effective. I think we'll see it with Sane out in front with those long arms at 6'5". Tied at 2. Sane in the high post. Has it between the circles, turns on Bowman. Hodges, as Mills jumps out on him. 2-2 ball game. Wash slowing it down a little bit here in the early going.
Run the 1-4 high offense. Getting some different screens and cuts to the basket.
Sellers in the big Spartan logo at the center circle. Hodges picked up by Dolphin. Whips a pass inside. Harris on the block, posting up, and a travel.
I said he moved that pivot foot when he caught the ball. I thought if he would have turned and looked to score right away, he had a pretty good shot at it.
A little court pressure put on by Washington now. As Justin Decker pulling out all the stops here, having 6'5", Trey Sain, guard 5'10", Kenzie Reed. Takes him off the dribble. Reverse layup, rimming and good.
No help to get there in that time. He's able to get all the way to the rim.
4-2, Cougar lead. They've scored 4 in a row. Harris bringing it up over the timeline with the right hand. Stutter dribble, gave it to Sain at the far hash mark. See if they clear it out. Let him go one-on-one. Drives in. Jump pass now to Harris, left wing. Holds it there, working on blitz. 4-2 Cougars, 5:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Hodges looking inside, dumps it past to Willis down low. Posting up, the sophomore fakes, goes up off the glass, and scores.
Good patience that time as he took what the defense gave him. He used a little head and shoulder fakes, get the defender to commit before he took his shot.
4-4 ball games. 1:05 to play here in the game's first quarter. Backdoor look to Bowman, drives in, can't get the layup to go, kept it alive to Reed though. And the Cougars retain possession and a strip and a steal by Jaden Harris. Second Kennedy turnover. Harris hooks the pass cross court. Sain rises for 3 and hits.
Transition, they're going to push it in a scramble situation. They found the open shooter, spotted up outside the three-point line.
29% from three-point land, and it's washed by one, and the drive by Dolphin pulls Kennedy back.
Going to his left, good finish that time, putting it up high off the glass.
7-6. As Wash had the three-point lead, Cougars cut it down to 1. Sellers at the center circle to Willis. Way outside, Blitz picks him up. Warriors working that triangle left. Hodges between the legs to Harris. They'll isolate him on the left side, turns down the shot. He'll circle it out front, now on the drive, and got bumped and fouled going in by Dolphin.
A little too much hand check in there that time, I think, and Harris knew it too. He had the corner turned, and he just kept putting the pressure on the defender.
And here comes Cyrus Courtney for the Cougars, the 6'1 sophomore, averaging 8 points off the bench as he'll replace Craig Mills. Inbounds to a wide open Hodges. Fall away 3-0 on the weak side board to Jackson Bowman. Kennedy on the run. Courtney on the ball fake. Now Sain's going to pick Courtney up now. Up top. Here's Dolphin for 3-0. Courtney the one-hand rebound. Shovels it to Blitz for the mid-range jumper from 10, and he hits left of the lane.
No, Courtney in the ball game, immediate impact, getting an offensive rebound.
4 in a row by the Cougars. It's 8-7 Kennedy. 3:25 here in the first half, first quarter. First half brought to you by Spinal Corrective Center at spinalcc.com, River Ridge Drive Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Sain going one-on-one. Follow-away shot, rimming, no. Good help defense by Bowman. Loose, and the rebound to the Cougars. Reed on the run. He'll hold it up, wait for the trailer to Dolphin. Far corner, 3-ball, way short. Rebound Bowman, though, for the Cougars. Leaner up, waving off, offensive foul.
And I believe, was it Sellers? That was it, or Harris? Maybe they took the charge in there for the Cougars. Bowman does a good job getting the offensive rebound, but he dips that shoulder to create space when he went back up with it.
Stephen Kane in for the Washington Warriors as the 6' sophomore checks in for Kennedy. Cougars will bring in Carter Newhouse off the bench. The 5'8 junior. 8-7, high intensity first quarter here. Hodges at the center circle. Courtney coming out on him. Hodges, Sellers tries to drop it inside, and Sain was fouled.
They're trying to get the ball inside. They got the mismatch on the switch that Kennedy has. Leaves Sain with a distinct height advantage in the post.
First on Carter Newhouse. Third team foul on Kennedy. Wash without a foul yet. Sain off the inbounds. Finds Kane driving to the basket. Missed it off the window. And the rebound to Courtney. Outlet to Reed. One-on-one. Reed on the drive. All the way. Hang shoots and scores.
Yeah, in transition, he is really going downhill fast. Nobody from Wash could stop him.
10-7. That is 6 in a row put up now by Cedar Rapids Kennedy. As the Cougars with their biggest lead of the night. Each team is led by 3. 2:10, time remaining first quarter. Whip pass inside. Fumbled, picked back up by Harris. Down the lane, Kane, the runner, and he got the roll.
Kane, good cut. He knew his teammate was in trouble down there, had no place to go. He makes a basket cut, and he gets fouled.
10-9 in favor of the Cougars. Minute 52 here in the first. Now Sane back on Reed now. They've got Sellers on Courtney. Off the clear out. Dolphin driving in. Had it blocked. Good block by Hodges. Trapped in the backcourt. Got it out of there to Jaden Harris. Wash on the run. Then take the lead. Driving a kick to Kane. High floater. No for the baseline. Rebound tipped around, and Bowman's got it for the Cougars.
Bowman's got a handful of rebounds in the early going already.
Reed, little shake and bake move. Step back, stop and go to Bowman on the baseline. Starts to probe, brings it back out to Newhouse. Courtney in the corner will rise for three. That's no good. Reed high to get the offensive board on the weak side for the Cougars. Back out to Dolphin. Dolphin drives in, open lane, and he scores.
Working on that offensive glass, paid dividends for the Cougars that time. Reed with great timing on that offensive rebound to go get that one.
12-9, less than a minute to play here in the first. Don't think Wash is going to hold it for one. Harris right wing. Sane reverses it over to Kane. Down to 40 seconds to play. Harris holds it for Sane. Sane going to take Bowman one-on-one. Step back 15-footer right through for Trajan Sane.
Yeah, he had a height advantage that time. Shoot right over the top of the defender.
12-11. Kennedy walks it up. They'll go for the last shot of the quarter. Then a good start to this one. 17 seconds. Dolphin holds it at the right point.
Wash is content not to get out. They don't want to get out too far and extend to get a 5 count going.
Dolphin, stutter dribble coming off the screen. Gets it to Courtney. He'll drive the left side of the lane all the way in. Shot no good. Rebound Wash. Half-court shot on the way. Off the backboard, no good. At the end of the first quarter, and after one, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 12, Cedar Rapids Washington 11. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're listening to 4A Substate Final Basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Wollner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Scott Unash, Phil Dunn back with you as we get ready for quarter number two. A 12-11 Kennedy lead after the first, and good energy by both teams. Both teams shooting it fairly well.
Great energy out there. It's a fun ball game to watch. I do have a score to pass along, Scott. It was only 2 minutes into the game up at Clinton. Prairie leads 8-0
over Hempstead.
So we'll see how that continues to play out.
Wash coming out. Bryce Brim into the lineup for the Warriors, a 6'2 junior. It's Brim and Harris, Kane, Hodges, and Sane. And see what Wash does. They're going to try to trap here in the half court. Reed dribbles out of it, though. And now Wash, see if they get back to that 1-3-1, and here it comes. This has been their best defense, and there's a kick by Sane up top. Sane at 6'5" with those long arms.
He's really active out there. He can go get passes. He can, even if he doesn't get them, he makes you throw passes that you don't normally throw. Disrupts your offensive rhythm.
Mills in there. Gannon Hall also in for the Cougars. Hall gets the pass in the far sideline. Whips it over to Newhouse. Courtney in there along with Mills. The lineup for John McCowan and Kennedy against the 1-3-1. Hall fakes. It's a back from Courtney. Ooh, pass almost goes into the backcourt, but saved. Going to take a while to get used to this, although that's the third time Kennedy has seen it this year.
Well, they're trying to set some ball screens against it once in a while to see how Wash is going to react to them.
Reed to Hall. He's in trouble. Got it to Reed. Right of the key, three-pointer. No. Rebound. Chased down along the sideline by Hall.
Good hustle by Hall.
To the corner. Newhouse. Three-pointer. Ring it up.
And right now, Kennedy is making a living on the offensive boards. They're getting multiple chances down there at their end of the floor.
15-11. Warriors break the Cougar pressure. Double pump runner. No good. And the rebound to Mills off the miss by Hodges. Cougars on the run. Reed, a high dribble, got rid of it to Courtney. Circles up top as they work the triangle right. Trying to get it into Mills, who's posting up against Bryce Brim. As Kennedy's going to get set to bring Colby Dolphin in. Sellers going to get ready to come in. Reed on the drive. Warriors yet to commit a foul in this game. Courtney, left free throw line, hands it to Mills. Leaner, good.
I think it's that way.
Is it a charge, though?
Looked like it to me. Maybe he signaled the basket was good.
Going to be on Mills, his first, fourth team foul. And the third Cougar turnover.
Second offensive foul for Kennedy, I believe.
Willis back in for the Warriors, as Kennedy will put some full court pressure on. Jesse Sellers also in. Colby Dolphin in. 15-11 Cougars. 6:13 to play here in the opening half. Sellers gets it across the timeline. And Wash going to get into the offensive work here. And there's the 5-second closely guarded count.
I knew it was coming. They were up working on it. And that was Dolphin that gets credit for that, D'ing up on the basketball.
Turnover number 2 on the Warriors. As Kennedy will walk it up. 4-point lead, biggest of the game for either squad. Wash back to the man-to-man. Dolphin on the dribble drive. Hangs, had it blocked. Good help defense by Willis. But it comes right back to Kennedy. Another offensive board. Reed, drive and kick. Corner three ball. Courtney in and out. And Harris the board as Wash gets that one.
Well, Wash finally got that stop with the defensive rebound.
Warriors down by 4. They've been on 11 for a while. There's a hand check on Reed.
A lot of hand check up there. A lot of hand fighting. They're calling it.
5th foul on Kennedy. Wash yet to commit a foul. As Amaro Crusoe comes in for Washington for the first time. The 6-foot senior for Justin Decker and the Warriors. 15-11 lead for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Washington with the basketball. Sane. Couple of fake passes. He'll lob it inside. Nice catch on the block by Willis, and he got tied up.
And I believe that was Courtney who came in there from the top side giving help to tie him up.
Bowman for Mills for the Cougars.
Pretty much every dead ball you'll see somebody coming in for Kennedy. They like to keep rotating fresh people in.
Inbound. They'll lob it out front. Same between the rings. 5:10 to play first half. 15-11 Kennedy. Up top, left open, crossover dribble. Crusoe leaves it for Harris. He'll penetrate, spins in the lane, goes back door to Willis, and before the shot, got bumped, and he got fouled.
Yeah, there was body there. Out of bounds underneath for Cedar Rapids Washington on the baseline.
Ooh, and that's the second on Kenzie Reed.
6 team fouls.
Reed going to stay in there with the 2 fouls. Harris in the far corner. Cut off by Bowman. Now he reverses field. Gets caught in the air, leaves it for Willis. Sophomore takes it inside, throws it off the glass. No, and the offensive foul on Willis.
And that's Colby Dolphin who slid in there that time. Had position.
Takes the Warriors 11 minutes and 14 seconds to pick up a foul, and we're going to get a 30-second Washington timeout. 4:46 to play, opening half. Kennedy 15, Washington 11. Back after this, you're listening to high school basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
On the Eagles Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard, good news from Clinton. Cedar Rapids Prairie leading Dubuque Hempstead 17-5 after the first quarter. As Prairie tries to get back to state. Been a few years since the Hawks have been to the state tournament.
1998?
That long? Has it really? You should know that.
When we won the state championship, yep, I believe.
Dolphin with the ball. Newhouse back into blitz in the corner. Step back three, and he hits.
You know, I tell you what, if they can get going from the three-point line, that's going to help them a lot.
Well, especially Carson Blitz. 18-11. Warriors needing a bucket, down by 7. Harris picks it up to Sellers. Give and go. Back to Harris. Offensive foul as he ran through Dolphin.
And Dolphin, he took the charge earlier. This is the second charge he took down here in a short amount of time.
As Wash going to bring Will Hodges back in. As the Cougars will face some Warrior pressure now. As here we go. We were waiting for, I'm not sure what we were waiting for, but we're back and playing. So we come up just about halfway in the second. Dolphin coming off the ball screen. Drives, kicks it out to Blitz. Fakes on the 3. Jump pass to the near corner to Courtney. Working on Sane. Circles it out front. On the long bounce to Dolphin. Stop and go dribble. Takes it inside. Whips it down to Bowman for the reverse layup for 2.
And right now Kennedy is getting what they want offensively. Either the three-point shot or it's going to be right underneath the basket.
10-4 run by the Kennedy Cougars. And they lead it 20-11. Wash needing a bucket. Hodges will bounce it to Sane. Posting up inside. Sane off the glass. Can't get it. Got his own rebound. Back up and in.
And that's what the Warriors really need. They need to get him going and get him touches inside.
And then Willis comes up with a steal and the lead pass to Bowman. 20-13 in favor of the Cougars. From the wing. Sellers open 3 and he connects.
2 big answers. Sane in the interior and then Sellers connects beyond the three-point line.
And just like that, it's down to 4 at 20-16. Cougar lead of 9 has been cut down to 4. Dolphin working the weave on the right side to Newhouse. Dangerous pass to Blitz. Blitz working on Hodges. And the Warrior man-to-man. Dolphin on the dribble drive. Takes it inside and he got grabbed. I think that might be Sane. Or is it Sellers?
Sellers, they said, yep.
All right. First on Sellers, team foul number 3 is Blitz out.
Out of bounds for Kennedy underneath.
John McCowan's going to bring Kenzie Reed back in with the 2 fouls.
That's interesting to see how that's going to,
Inbound, here's Reed. Stutter dribble, drive, kicks it over in the corner. Jab step, 3, no good. Offensive rebound to Bowman. And they get the foul on Willis?
I think so. Bowman and he were tied up going for that board. And I think they said a little too much contact from Willis.
Bowman just went straight up, it looked like. As it'll be Cougar basketball, they'll inbound. Courtney, nice spin move underneath. Fake shoots and scores from the heart of the lane.
Nicely executed, and they're able to score well off those out-of-bounds sets.
22-16, third meeting of the year between Wash and Kennedy. Cougars have won the 2 regular season meetings. This one a lot more on it. Whip pass inside, tip stolen away. Into traffic, here's Bowman leading the break. Left wing pass, Dolphin got caught in the air. Goes over to Courtney. Back to Newhouse, right of the circle for 3 and he hits.
Well, how about the ball movement from Kennedy coming down in transition? They stretch the defense all the way to the baseline and they find the open shooter trailing, spotting up behind the 3.
Newhouse is 39%. Just like that, it's back up to a 9-point Cougar lead at 25-16. We're under 2 to play here in the first half. High lob pass and a catch in the corner. Sane, jab step. Got his back his way in. Cougars double down. Gets rid of it. Stolen away by Bowman. Bowman, one-on-one. Spins right of the lane. He had it knocked away. Loose. Picked back up by Washington. We go the other way. One-on-one. Sellers left the layup short.
I think he was anticipating some contact there, and it never came, and he just left it short.
Here's Reed. Thought about the pull-up three. And gives it up. Dolphin circles in the lane all the way in. Off the glass, good. Counting the foul.
They really like starting on the right side and then coming back to the left strong off the dribble there. And Washington's having trouble getting help in the right situations, getting over there and stopping penetration.
Hodges picks up his first personal foul. Team foul number 5. Willis out. Kane back in for Wash. And Gannon Hall is going to come in for Reed.
Probably good decision there with 2 fouls. Reed get him out of the ball game with 1:15 left.
And Colby Dolphin on the line. Kennedy, a terrific free throw shooting team at 74%. Dolphin gets the free throw.
And here comes a little bit of pressure after that made free throw by the Cougars.
Biggest lead of the ball game, 28-16. Warriors break the pressure, now trapped across the half-court line. Saint gets it, turns, drives left baseline. Whip pass cross-court, Sellers. 3 won't go. Gannon Hall the rebound.
The littlest guy on the floor, and he comes up with the rebound, hustling.
Cougars with the basketball. And we're going to have an illegal screen set by Courtney.
And I think he stumbled going into that screen. I don't think it was, he just lost his footing and never really got set. Collided with the defender there, and it was a good call by the official.
That is team foul number 7, but it is a player control foul. 45 seconds to play here in the half. And Wash, long time to hold it, but I think they might. We'll see. Unless they get a layup.
But looking to try and post up Saint in the block against a smaller defender, but Kennedy is so quick at giving help, he can't do anything.
Sellers fake, steps in, 10-footer no good. Bowman the rebound. Ample time for Kennedy, 22 seconds.
Dolphin going to be the point here.
Courtney, Dolphin, Newhouse, Gannon Hall, and Jackson Bowman in.
They're just spreading it out right now.
Courtney hands it off. Newhouse starts a drive. Yo-yos it back between the rings with 5. Gonna have to get going. Coming off the screen, down the lane, all the way in, and got the layup to go. No one came over to help, and that's it for the first half of play.
That's how you draw it up if you're the Cougars.
Kennedy with a big second quarter, 18-5 advantage over the Washington Warriors. And at the break, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 30, Cedar Rapids Washington 16. And we'll come back with the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show after this on CRM Live Sports.
Ben Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Ben Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Ben Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Ben Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Ben Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at benritter.com. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Back with you on the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show. Scott Unash, Phil Dunn with you from Solon. Halftime of this 4A Substate final, and it's third-rated Cedar Rapids Kennedy with their biggest lead of the night by 14, 30-16, as the Cougars Out-rebounded Wash big, outshot the Warriors, and outscored them 18-5 in the second quarter.
It was a big quarter for the Cougars, both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. They really look like they're clicking on all cylinders out there.
As we'll get you some scores coming up at halftime, but things to work on for Washington, obviously, in the locker room. You got to rebound better, and you got to rotate your defense a lot better.
Yeah, they're getting beat pretty bad on the boards inside, and Kennedy's getting a lot of second chance opportunities to score. And like you said, defensively, you got to make sure that you're understanding where your players are at out there. They're getting beat off the dribble quite a bit. Kennedy's guards are getting to wherever they want to go, it seems like, out there. And then offensively, I know part of what they're trying to do is they'd like to get Sane on the post up, but Kennedy is not afraid to put a smaller player on him because they give such good help. They really show a lot from the backside. It doesn't look like the lob's open, and it's tough to get the ball inside against them.
First half scoring looks like this for the Kennedy Cougars, being led off the bench by Carter Newhouse. How about that? With 8 points, Newhouse coming into action tonight, averaging 2.7, and he's got 8 in the first half of play. 7 for Colby Dolphin. Carson Blitz has 5, including a three-pointer. Kenzie Reed with 4, and then 2 apiece for Jackson Bowman, Craig Mills, and Cyrus Courtney. For Washington, Trey Sane leading the way with 7, including a 3. 5 for Jesse Sellers. Stephen Kane has 2, and J.J. Willis has 2. Washington has committed 6 turnovers. Kennedy 6 turnovers in the game. Cougars with 1 more made 3, 3-2 over Cedar Rapids, Washington. Bench scoring is 10-2 in favor of the Cougars. We've only shot 1 free throw in this game. Kennedy made it. So we'll get some shooting percentages from our friend Jeff Johnson of the Gazette coming up here in just a little bit. And I'll let you talk about rebounding.
Oh, rebounding, it's been all Cougars in this one, 17-4 in this category, and it started early with Kennedy on the offensive end. They were getting multiple chances. Jackson Bowman really big in this department with 6 rebounds in the first half. Kenzie Reed, their point guard, he's getting after it too. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 apiece for Cyrus Courtney as well as Gannon Hall. Craig Mills and Colby Dolphin each with 1 rebound. They have 1 dead ball rebound, 8 offensive, 9 defensive, total of 17 for the Cougars. For the Warriors, Will Hodges with 2, Trajan Sane and Jaden Harris each with 1 apiece. 1 offensive rebound, that'd be Trajan Sane's, and 3 defensive, total of 4. So Kennedy plus 13 in the rebounding department right now.
That will make John McCowan smile.
Yes, it will, and it'll make Coach Decker frown.
Some scores on the Emils Hideaway scoreboard right now. 3A game, it's Assumption on top of Wahlert at half, 30-19. Also at halftime, Prairie leading Dubuque Hempstead 23-7. That is not a football score. Mark Bliss is not in Clinton tonight, coaching the Prairie Hawks. Let's see, Cedar Falls at half leading Valley 18-8.
Wow.
Yeah, 18-8. How about this? At halftime, Urbandale is upsetting Waukee Northwest 31-23. That's Price Sanford. That'll make the state not very happy if that is the case. Ames leading Des Moines Hoover 20-12 at halftime as well. So many low-scoring games at halftime in these 4A games. Kind of the usual way that it happens.
Yeah, it is. This one, Kennedy's at 30, but it kind of winds up being a grinder sometimes. And people are so nervous, they don't shoot the ball quite as well either.
See if we can get some, here we go, halftime numbers. Wash shooting a 7 of 17, so about 40%. 2 of 5, 40% from 3. For Kennedy, they're right at 50%, 12 of 24, 3 of 9 from three-point range for 33%. And like you said, Cougars are getting all the second chance points in this game so far this evening. You missed the girls state basketball tournament earlier on today. The scores, it was Ballard beating Center Point Urbana in 3A. That was followed by Dallas Center Grimes topping Benton Community in 4A. Also in 4A, Cedar Rapids Xavier ousts Central DeWitt. Xavier's going to get Dallas Center Grimes. Then it was Glenwood with a win in 4A. They topped Bondurant Farrar, and Sioux City Heelan beat Waverly Shellrock in 4A. 2A getting underway now, and Dike New Hartford, the heavy favorite, just getting their game underway. On the Ben Ritter Sportswear halftime show, our score at the break is Cedar Rapids Kennedy 30, Cedar Rapids Washington 16. We will step aside, take a break, get you ready for second half action from Solon right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production, providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com. Looking for a family-owned, friendly experience when you need dental care? You will find it at the Dental Center. The Dental Center has been caring for patients in the corridor for over 50 years. Doctors Chris, Jenna, and Kyle Hangeman, Brad Stovey, and Shannon Hinks provide dental care for the entire family from age 3 through 103. The staff at the Dental Center understand that some patients have dental anxiety, and they are very experienced in making them feel comforted and cared during their visit. Because at the Dental Center, patients are more than patients, they are part of our Dental Center family. The Dental Center, with 2 convenient locations in Southeast Cedar Rapids on Mount Vernon Road and Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Another score on the Emils Hideaway scoreboard at halftime. It's Pleasant Valley leading Burlington 25-22 at the break. Burlington hanging in there against unbeaten Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, they are. They've Pleasant Valley going to have their hands full on that one.
Big couple of minutes to start this second half for Washington.
Yeah, if they want to get off to a good start, you're down 16. You can't let this lead get away from you here and be digging out of a hole right away. You want to play good, solid ball and see if you can get this down to single digits by the end of the quarter.
Well, not a good start as Kennedy has doubled them up. Great bounce speed from Reed to Mills.
And they had patience that time, and they found him wide open on the block.
32-16. Our second half brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology and Dr. John Woolner with over 30 years of experience. See him at Epiphany Dermatology on Collins Road, on Council Street, I should say, northeast in Cedar Rapids. Leaning shot won't go by Sane. Rebound Kennedy. Cougars up by 16. They've got their starting 5 in there. Blitz, Bowman, Reed, Mills, and Dolphin. Bowman to Reed in the corner. Wash also with their starting 5. Harris, Sane, Willis, Hodges, and Sellers. Driving a kick. Bowman circles into the paint. Goes up with a runner. No. Mills had the rebound. Lost it. Plucked out of there by Jaden Harris. Harris on the run. Harris going to go coast to coast. Flips it up. That won't go. And Mills the rebound.
And Mills wasn't going to let anybody get that one that time on the backside.
Here comes Kenzie. No look pass inside is tipped out of bounds. Boy, he tried to thread the needle down low to Bowman, and Wash got it.
If it would have been there, it would have been an easy 2 for Bowman as well. But good hands by the Warriors to knock it loose.
Looking. Reed gets it into Dolphin. Turns, fires short. And the rebound loose and picked up by Kennedy. Out to Blitz for 3. That one was partially deflected, and it goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay Cougar ball.
So the theme continues in the second half. Cougars get multiple attempts at their offensive end.
Offensive rebounds translate to second chance points. Off the inbound, inside Bowman, turnaround rimming, no. And they're going to get Mills going over the back.
Nice. He thought he was okay going straight up, but they said a little too much contact.
Second foul on Mills, and Kennedy's going to throw on a little 1-2-2 3/4 court pressure.
Reed at the point of it. Mills and Bowman at the back end.
Note to the state, the Solon gym was not big enough.
No, we got standing room only here.
32-18. So according to the capacity, we got at least 1,250 in here tonight.
Might be closer to 1,350 or 1,400 the way it looks.
Could be. Here's Will Hodges out at the center circle, working on blitz. The Sellers way out on the wing right side. Stutter dribble, goes cross court. Jaden Harris gives it up now to Hodges. Hodges fakes, goes baseline, step back, high archer, way off from 15. Rebound tipped out to Sellers. He'll turn, take the three, and hits.
Yep, offensive rebound. They get a score. Sellers is able to connect, probably 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line that time.
32-19. Cougar lead at 13. Reed between the leg dribble, hands it off to Dolphin. Drives, kicks it over to Blitz, working on Sane. Looking to go backdoor, finds Reed. He'll go baseline, in underneath, got caught in the air, got it to Bowman somehow on a deflection, who laid it up and in with the right hand.
Got batted around, not good luck for the Warriors that time.
Sellers, little teardrop high off the glass for 2 on the assist from Willis.
Tough shot for him. He's coming down lane. All his momentum is going towards the basket. For him to go straight up in the air is a pretty athletic move.
Yeah, Jesse Sellers now with 10. It's 34-21. Dolphin with the pull-up. That might have been partially blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mills of Kennedy.
Yeah, I think they did get a piece of that one on Dolphin there. Well short.
Courtney in for Mills. Courtney coming off the bench, averaging 8. Had 2 in that first half. 34-21. Under 5 to play, third quarter.
3-court man-to-man now. 3/4 court man-to-man.
With Reed guarding Harris. Wash is starting to get Sellers going a little bit. Need to get some scoring from Trey Sane. Sellers between the rings. Gives it up to Hodges on the fake, and they got it for the walk.
Yeah, you see that so many times. Kids will catch it in that shot fake, and they move their pivot foot before they put the ball down.
So the Cougars off the 7th Wash turnover will put it into play. Kenzie Reed bringing it up the right-hand boards. Coming off the ball screen. He'll put up the 3 and connects.
Over the top of Sane, too. That's a difficult shot.
37-21. Kennedy throwing on the full court pressure again. Sellers cross court pass Sane. A little stutter dribble. Takes it in. Got loose. Goes cross lane with the pass to Willis for the easy layup.
Good vision by Sane at the end to get the assist there to set up Willis for the easy 2.
37-23. Halfway here in the third quarter. 4 to go. Reed far hash. Crossover dribble. Asking for that ball screen. Hooks it back to Bowman. Top of the key three-pointer short. But Courtney another offensive rebound. To Colby Dolphin. Drives free throw line. Pass is tipped out of bounds as he tried to get it on the sideline over to Courtney.
Both teams are going to get some subs in here.
Carter Newhouse had the hot hand in the first half with 8. Willis out and Stephen Kane in for Washington. Cougars usually don't mess around. They just throw it in the backcourt on the out-of-bounds play.
Those sideline plays, yep.
Reed to Dolphin, fakes. Dolphin on the drive, got loose and got the layup.
Pretty good going to his left. He's pretty strong. He got a quick first step. Washington's not been able to stay in front of him.
And a cross-court pass stolen away. Kennedy's got a 3-on-2. Reed, Euro step, lost it going up. It's out of bounds. It's going to go to Wash.
Yep. I think they said that the Kennedy crowd doesn't like it, but I think they said the ball hit the end line before Bowman could get to it and throw it off the Wash player.
Mills for Bowman for the Cougars. 39-23. Good to see Hall of Famer Marty McCowan here, John's dad. Wapsie Valley coach. Their season came to an end. There's a strip going inside. Harris lost it. Plucked out of there by Dolphin. Lead ahead to Mills. Couldn't collect it though. The big guy running, but Yeah.
they wanted to reward him for it, getting down the floor, but maybe let him get posted up first and then give him the basketball. It was a difficult catch.
And then when you got to catch it, and then you got to put it on the floor, too.
Yeah. Coach McCowan is reminding Colby of that.
Sane, turnaround hook won't go. Rebounded by Dolphin. 39-23, 2:42 to play in the third. Kennedy on top. Winner to state in Class 4A basketball. The pairings will come out later tonight. 3A pairings will come out. We'll know what Marion's path will be as well. Marion kids are here tonight.
Now several of their players are down to our right.
Reed, stop and go dribble. Takes it left side of the lane. He'll pull it back out against Sane. With 2:17 off the clear out. Dolphin stutter dribble. Newhouse fakes the three. And he'll get it back out to Courtney. This is about as long a possession as Kennedy will take in a game.
It's against the Warriors man-to-man.
Reed, a couple jab steps. He'll drive on Sane and a foul. Before Reed threw that forearm too.
It's kind of that's a hard call for the official there because there's some hand fighting. I like to call it hand fighting between both of them as they're driving. So do you call the hand check or are you going to call the offensive player for knocking it away?
That time they called the hand fighting and the defensive player. Reed to get it in, finds Courtney, jump stop in the lane, and good on the turnaround.
Yeah, he came hard to get that ball off that screen, and then he was able to good jump stop and go up strong off 2 feet.
18-point Kennedy lead, 41-23, a minute 45 to play. Hand back to Kane. Sellers fakes the three on the drive, double pump hanger, no, and Mills, had the rebound but lost it.
State Warrior basketball here, one of the few times they're going to get a second chance opportunity.
And we're going to get a wash. Full timeout. 1:39 to play in the third. It is Kennedy 41, Washington 23. Back after this, you're listening to high school basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you. They are an Eastern Iowa tradition. Jonesy's on Wiley Boulevard in Cedar Rapids. Jonesy's is a home of undoubtedly the biggest and best tenderloins not only in Iowa, but the world. But did you also know they have other great meal options too, like chicken fried steak and hot beef. Jonesy's also serves sandwiches and appetizers that will make your mouth water. Jonesy's, home of the biggest and best tenderloins on Wiley Boulevard Southwest in Cedar Rapids.
Third quarter, Valley has come back to tie up Cedar Falls 22-22. At the girls' state tournament, Dyke New Hartford after three leads South Central Calhoun 45-35. Third quarter, Urbandale leads Waukee Northwest. That leads down to 4 at 33-29. So things tightening up around the state.
Prairie up 30-13 with about a minute left in the third.
Here it's Kennedy by 18 over Washington. Sane posting up inside, spins, goes off the glass, can't get it, but he tipped it up and in.
Yeah, quick feet, went up and get it. He got a nice hand on it amongst a bunch of hands.
Warriors down 16 with a minute 12 to play in the third. Kennedy with the basketball, going to the bucket to our left. Newhouse in the offensive zone. Sellers on him, hand back to Reed now, working on Harris. Wash man-to-man, Courtney up the isolation, top of the key, gave it up to Newhouse. Circles right. As Kennedy working some clock here. Reed and the stutter dribble. No look, pass to Bowman and dunks it home.
Yeah, I tell you, they got what they wanted. That's excellent execution out there by the Kennedy Cougars, being very patient.
43-25 and another Kenzie Reed assist.
Leads 4A in assists, is that correct?
That is correct. Cross-court pass. Kane, a little shake and bake move. Drives on Dolphin. Got around him and scored. Nice move. Stephen Kane has both Wash buckets off the bench. 43-27. Cougars will go for the last shot with 20 seconds to play here in the third.
I would think so.
Reed out front. No 5-second count. Now it starts. Now Reed starts to drive. Steps back. Fall away jumper won't go right of the lane, and Bowman going over the back.
The screen out that time was J.J. Willis, keeping him off there. A 5.1 left. If you're Wash, you can get it down the floor. Kennedy's going to harass you, and they're going to not let you straight line drive. But if you go quick, you can get something.
Here's Sellers weaving his way across the half-court line. He'll launch it, and it's no good. At the horn to end the third. After 3, Cedar Rapids Kennedy 43. Cedar Rapids Washington 27. We'll come back with quarter number 4 right after this, as you're listening to high school basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. No matter where you are in life, Hills Bank is here to help you succeed. Whether you're buying your first house, saving for your child's future, or preparing for retirement, you can count on the people at Hills Bank for the support you need to reach your goals. It's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Back with you from Solon, starting the 4th quarter here on CRM Live Sports. Second half brought to you by Epiphany Dermatology. Wash ball. High post, there's the high-low lob. Reed broke it up. Ooh, he came down, though, on Bowman's ankle, and Reed is clutching that left foot. And is it going to be a timeout as Reed gets up? He is walking on it, but gingerly.
It's good that he's walking, but he is not putting a whole lot of weight on that left foot.
Gannon Hall is going to come in as Lynn Groth, the Kennedy trainer out there. Boy, that is the last thing you need if you're Kennedy. And he's going to try to walk it off, and they're going to go work on it behind the bleachers. 43-27, Wash with the basketball. Harris on the far sideline goes between the legs with the dribble to Sane. He'll take Bowman baseline. Cut off by the help defense. Back to the corner. Harris for 3. That's short. And the rebound to Willis. And on the spin, he got fouled by one of the Cougar guards.
Willis going up after it with 2 hands strong that time. And as he turned, Kennedy trying to pop it away. Got a piece of the arm.
Second on Carter Newhouse. Wash the ball. They'll lob it into Sane. Down low. Turnaround hook. Rimming. No. And the rebound to Courtney. Point blank look, and it just went out for Trey Sane.
It was well executed out of bounds to get that look right in front of the rim. Left hook, but it hit every part of the rim but wouldn't go in.
Hall to Courtney in there along with Dolphin, Bowman, and Newhouse. And Kennedy without their floor general out there right now, and Wash is really going after him. And a timeout. Nope, foul. They did get the foul.
I think they got Harris a little too aggressive on the ball that time.
His second, team's second. As Will Hodge is back in for the Warriors. Entire starting unit back for Washington next year. As Hall will lob it in. Bowman on the catch and the double. And the cross-court pass, and there's Sane going for the steal, committing the foul.
And it was at the end. He looked like he had a shot at a clean steal that time, but he bumped into him at the end, and official said he can't do that.
43-27 with 6:53 to play in the ball game. As Kennedy's going to bring Carson Blitz back in. And
Dolphin and Hall will be your 2 primary ball handlers here.
Still working on Kenzie Reed back there. Assistant coach, sophomore coach Tony Viss talking with John McCowan now. Giving him an update, I think. Courtney in the corner. He'll dump it right of the lane. Bowman Spins, now puts it on the floor. No need to hurry if you're the Cougars right now.
Nope. And take clock until you get the shot that you want.
With a 16-point lead in this one over their cross-city rivals. Here's Gannon Hall spinning out front. He got doubled. Gave it up to Dolphin. And then Dolphin pushed and hits the deck. The Saint fouled him.
A little too much contact. Getting after him out there. I think they're going to let some of that contact go, but if it's going to disrupt or displace your offensive player where you're going to lose control of the ball, you got to call it.
That's the third on Trey Sane. Team foul number 4 on the Warriors. I've not seen Kenzie Reed come back as of yet after the injury. Blitz to Hall, the senior. Up front on the handoff. Here's Courtney driving in, and a charging foul as he ran right through Willis.
He got up in the air. He had no place to go. Willis does a nice job anticipating that, standing straight up and absorbing the blow. He's holding his
mid-range jumper, boys.
There you go. That would have solved that, wouldn't it?
43-27. 6 to play in the game. Wash has got to get going here if they want to get back into this. Saint turns the corner. Off balance, floater, no. Rebound in the lane to the Cougars. Bowman's got it. Oh, and he traveled, looking for an outlet.
Coach McCowan thought he wanted to was calling a timeout, didn't get it.
Turnover number 8 as Kennedy will bring Newhouse in for Hall. Harris, the trigger. Finds Sane. They'll clear it out for him. Sane, spin move, duck under, shot good off the window.
Now by Courtney, and then the help of Dolphin came as well. He was able to score over 2 Cougars.
43-29, still plenty of time. 5:33 to play in the ball game. And Sane almost picked the pocket of Dolphin.
Now Wash wants to really keep after the basketball without Reed out there for the Kennedy.
Kennedy's going to get a timeout. And it'll be a full timeout. 5.5 to play here in quarter number 4. Kennedy 43, Wash 29. And back after this, you're listening to high school basketball here on CRM Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Dan Hillers, the home loan expert. One of the most popular loans that we're doing right now is the cash out refinance. Think about it. Your home's value is at an all-time high. Interest rates are near all-time lows. You can use that equity to pay off your credit cards, to do home remodels, or you could go on a nice vacation. See how I can help you today at hillershomeloans.com.
Cedar Rapids Millwork, providing outstanding service to Eastern Iowa for over 50 years. Quality products, including windows, doors, moldings, hardware, stair parts, specialties, and cabinets. Locally owned and operated, Cedar Rapids Millwork has in-house production providing innovative quality services for contractors and their customers of the corridor. Cedar Rapids Millwork, 1950 Progress Drive in Hiawatha, and online at cedarrapidsmillwork.com.
Back with you for the fourth quarter, 5.5 to play. Kenzie Reed is back on the bench now for Kennedy.
He's working that left foot. You can see him trying to do circles with it.
Kennedy going to keep in there with their point guard not in there. Now he's going to go back off the bench. Here's Blitz, top of the key for 3. No, and the rebound to J.J. Willis. Outlet pass, lead up ahead. Harris on the drive all the way in. Charging foul on Harris.
Yeah, and Dolphin.
That's 3. Dolphins collected 3 charges.
3 charges. That's got to be worth a can of pop and a bag of chips from the coaching staff, doesn't it?
Gotta think so.
I mean, he's putting himself in there. He's in the right position at the right time.
Kennedy facing the full court pressure without their point guard. Dolphin going to bring it up, and ooh, Harris thought he had a clean steal from behind, and now he got the technical.
Yep. Just kept talking as he went away, and he must have said a little too much that time.
So that's team foul 6 and 7, and Harris is gone.
Yeah, he's out of the ball game with that. It's where you might be upset, but you just got to be able to control yourself in that situation. Now you're not going to be able to play the rest of the ball game.
So Harris is fouled out. No points tonight for Jaden. He'll get an ovation from the Wash folks.
Dolphin will be shooting here.
And the free throw is good by Dolphin. It's only our second free throw of the ball game.
Been a pretty clean game up until this point.
Got them both, and it's 45-29. Cougars by 16, and now Kennedy will get the ball. It's going to cost Wash 2 points and a player. Inbound, backcourt. I mean, Dolphin working on Sellers now, and there's Sellers collecting the foul.
Dolphin will go right back to the free throw line where he was just at.
One in the bonus with 4:55 to play, and Kennedy up by 16. And this is not the team you want to put on the free throw line.
No.
Wash did get their percentage up to 63%. First half of the year, they were at 49% as Dolphin swishes the free throw. We'll pick our Dental Center player of the game at the conclusion of this one, brought to you by the Dental Center. Quality, comfortable care. And Dolphin bags a pair.
And a little bit of pressure, nothing terrific. They just want to slow them down a little bit as they advance the ball down the floor.
4:44 to play. Sane on the right baseline, working on Courtney. Going to back his way in, spin move, fall away off the glass. No. Willis, the offensive rebound. That putback won't go. Sane got it back. Sane up. No, but he drew the foul.
You know, just Sane, Willis, both of them working hard in there, just not able to connect. We'll see if Sane can get it going from the free throw line here now.
Third on Courtney, team foul number 5, and Trajan Sane on the line for the Warriors for their first free throws of the ball game. And it's up and good. Sane 63%. As we mentioned, Wash is up to 63%. They've added 14 points on the percentage. Second one up, that one rings out. Courtney the board. 47-30, 4.5 to play. Trap in the backcourt. Cougars playing without Kenzie Reed. Gonna have to hurry to get it across the timeline, and they do. Wash gonna bring the pressure. Circling down low. Newhouse got it to Bowman and dunks it in again.
That's what Kennedy's going to do. They're just going to keep spreading you out. And if they can get to the middle and the dump off to the post, they'll take the shot. Otherwise, they're going to kill time.
49-30. Running layup no good by Hodges. And the rebound out of there to Newhouse as Willis got poked in the eye. Up court to Bowman. Oh, he tried to dunk it again and missed. The other way for Sane. Sane will drive in, and a blocking foul going to be called. Dolphin didn't get his 4th charge tonight.
Yeah, he didn't get there soon enough. He slid underneath him as Sane went up into that shot.
Good call by our officials.
Yes, it is.
And Sane will go to the line, right back to the line where he was 1 out of 2 a moment ago. We're over halfway here in the 4th. Sane's free throw is good. 49-30. That's 13 now for Trey Sane. And Bowman will check out for Mills. Looking back there, they're still trying to get Kenzie Reed's ankle taken care of. He's doing some plyometrics and things like that. As Sane got them both. Here comes the Wash pressure. As Kennedy will break it with the lob pass into front court. Blitz, far hash mark, standing dribble, stop and go. He'll take it inside, blocked by Sane, who was waiting there for it.
Hodges corrals the rebound.
Cross court, Brim, pull up 3. No, Mills the rebound for the Cougars.
They're going to lock it up again.
Dolphin through traffic. He had it knocked away from behind. And Kennedy will retain possession with 3:26 to play.
And, you know, tonight, Scott, you know, you're up by 17 in this one. It looks like this is it. But with Reed, it's more about going forward.
Yeah.
Really, about for next week in Des Moines.
Dolphin yo-yos a dribble out front. No 5-second count. Ooh, cross-court pass, a dangerous one. And got it back. Dolphin, a couple head and shoulder fakes. He had it poked away, and timeout, Kennedy. Timeout, Cougars. 3:06 to play. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Kennedy by 17, 49-32, 3:06 remaining in the ball game. Back after this on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
Congratulations to Jeremy Rickardson and Doug Wagamaster and Prairie. First time they're going to go to state in 24 years for the Hawks, as they win 41-20 tonight over Dubuque Hempstead. So Prairie is in the field of 8 at state. Dump down low to Mills. Turnaround hook, rimming and good for Craig Mills.
We like that matchup all night. If you get him on the block, he's going to be hard to defend.
51-32. Sellers a bounce to Hodges up top. They'll get it down on the block. Here's Sane. Jumper good for the baseline.
Sane get a little bit going. See if he can get heated up here in the final 2.5.
Sane was 16. And it's 51-34. Ball hit out of bounds as Crusoe, a senior, will come in for Kane for Wash.
They're going to keep pressing until the very end here. The Warriors will.
Kennedy throws over the top. They get it into Dolphin. Dolphin out there. Hodges coming out on him to pick him up, trying to turn the corner. Got it to Newhouse. Newhouse down the right side of the lane. Keeps the dribble alive. He'll bounce it to Mills inside on Brim. Turnaround hook good with the left hand.
Yeah, time before he did it with his right. This with the left. Different other side of the floor at that time.
2 to play. Driving a kick. Brim, 3, an air ball. And right now, Kennedy is starting to see Des Moines.
Yep. And Wash probably keep playing hard here, but I don't anticipate them probably fouling and trying to stop the clock.
Kennedy looking for their 16th appearance. Wash has been there 17 times. Minute 35 to play in the ball game. Newhouse in the fake. He'll bring it back up top. And Wash not fouling right now. Dolphin, cross-court pass. Newhouse got it back to Blitz. The Cougars just playing keep away.
Wash keeps chasing.
Trying to trap. Got it out of there to Dolphin. 1:07 to play. As Kennedy will get back to the state tournament in Des Moines. First time in a few years. As driving in, Dolphin had it blocked by Crusoe. Long up court pass to Sane, and he'll dunk it home.
He got up on that one to finish it. Just going to mention, Scott, what we just saw here, next year would be a little different, wouldn't it, with that shot clock?
It's going to be a lot different. 53-36. Sane with the thunder dunk there. 27 seconds remaining. Good season for Wash, but it's going to come to an end once again in the regional final as the teams trade turnovers with 18 to go.
And just don't dribble it out.
So the Kennedy Cougars are heading back to Des Moines. Down to 6 seconds, but what is the health status of Kenzie Reed for next week? As that's it. The Kennedy Cougars to the state tournament. 53-36. Kennedy, for the third time this year, defeats Cedar Rapids, Washington. We'll take a break. Come back with the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths postgame show right after this on CRM Live Sports.
Bid Runner Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. Spinal Corrective Center, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for the entire family. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Serving our area athletes for over 50 years and keeping athletes of all ages functioning at their highest performance for a winning game. Spinal Corrective Center, online at spinalcc.com.
Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Back with you from Solon High School for this 4A Substate final. The Kennedy Cougars defeat the Washington Warriors 53-36. Kennedy will go back to state for the 16th time in school history. And really good performance by Kennedy. I guess the only negative is Kenzie Reed's ankle injury toward the end in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did. He went down the middle of the lane down at the defensive end, and he's holding that left ankle. He walked. The good thing was he walked off the court, but he was really ginger on it and didn't put a whole lot of weight on it. And he came back to the bench once in the fourth quarter. Looked like maybe they might be thinking about it, but then he went back to the locker room and we never saw him again. So I'm trying to see if I can find him out there. Is he able to celebrate with his teammates? He had hoped he could enjoy that moment.
I think he is out there. I think I see him. Yeah, he's out there.
Good for him.
So he is out there. Cougars advance at 20-3. And for Kennedy, take a look at the final scoring in the ball game. Colby Dolphin leading the way with 13 points. 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. 4 field goals, including a 3 in there for the Kennedy Cougars. 8 points apiece for Jackson Bowman, Craig Mills, and off the bench, Carter Newhouse with 8. Carson Blitz with 5, all in the first half. Kenzie Reed, before the injury, ended up with 7 points, and 4 off the bench for Cyrus Courtney. For the Washington Warriors, they end their season at 13-10, and 3 of those losses were to Kennedy. Trey Sane, the 6'5 junior, leading the way with 18 points, 11 of those coming in the second half. Also in double figures, Jesse Sellers had 10, and then J.J. Willis with 4, and Stephen Kane with 4. Turnovers, 11 in the game for Washington, 9 for Kennedy. Bench points, 12-4, Cougars with the advantage. Kennedy had one more made 3, 4-3 than Washington did. Cougars were a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and Washington was 3 out of 4, 75% from the free throw line in the ball game tonight. And Kennedy, just a solid game tonight here at Solon.
Yeah, they did. They really got after it. Both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. They made it really tough for Washington to get anything going offensively for them, and that's a hallmark of Coach McCowan. They always are going to be really good at the defensive end. And yeah, and then at the end they played it really smart. They had a double-digit lead, and they ate some clock off, and otherwise they would have been well into the 60s in this ball game in the final.
Some scores to pass along on the Emos Hideaway scoreboard. Cedar Falls defeats West Des Moines Valley 39-36.
Close one.
But tell you what, Valley's got an excellent team. Excellent team, and I would have loved to seen those two there, but hooray for the MVC. Getting one right there.
There you go. So you got Cedar Falls and Kennedy and Prairie.
And Prairie's first state trip in 24 years, 41-20 over Dubuque Hempstead. You're gonna have to do some phone calls tonight to the 98 group, and
I already got some stuff here.
Very good.
Jeremy Driscoll out in Des Moines.
Germ is on the.
He's alive and well. He's right there.
He's doing all right.
He's a big supporter of the Prairie Hawks.
Indeed, and also. See what else we have as far as the scores are concerned. Waukee Northwest came from behind and beat Urbandale 57-45. So Northwest and Price Sanford are headed off to the state tournament. Mentioned Cedar Falls. Burlington is leading Pleasant Valley 50-40 with under a minute to go.
Wow.
I told you Burlington is a good basketball team.
You did. When they beat Iowa City West, you were talking about that.
And how about that as far as Burlington? 3A late in the game. Davenport Assumption is leading Dubuque Wahlert 46-39. See if we can get a final on that. We do not have a final as of yet, but it looks as though Assumption is going to get the win in that one. We know Kennedy got the win. Ames has beaten Hoover 50-33, so Taman Lipsey and Ames will go to the state tournament. Trying to find that one score, the Ankeny score. And for Ankeny, they were taking on Waukee. And that is about the only score we have not seen besides the Johnston-Dowling game, too.
You're having better luck finding it than I am. I'm searching here.
Dike New Hartford beats South Central Calhoun at the girls tournament 64-44. So that is a final now, as the Cougars are cutting the nets down here at Solon. One of the fun things to do.
Yes, it is, and they get a chance to do it on the do it on your home floor, but you're doing it wherever you're at. You get a chance to do it, and it's something you can put in the trophy case and cherish forever.
Burlington has done it, 55-40. The Greyhounds beat unbeaten Pleasant Valley.
Okay, so when was the last time they were there, Mr. Unash?
Oh, boy. Well, Kennedy and Burlington met in 1984. Well, 88, they won the state. 87 or 88.
I remember watching them when I was in high school.
When
they were down
Williams was down there.
Yeah, they were pretty good then.
Yeah, so they beat Denny Thiessen's Bettendorf team, I believe, in 87, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And Kennedy and Burlington met in a semifinal when Burlington had the great Baron Darnell playing. That was a good basketball team. You talk about getting it up and down the court. Burlington could, but Kennedy won the day on that one. We'll take a break and come back and have more of the Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths postgame show right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for a family-owned, friendly experience when you need dental care? You will find it at the Dental Center. The Dental Center has been caring for patients in the corridor for over 50 years. Doctors Chris, Jenna, and Kyle Hangeman, Brad Stovey, and Shannon Hinks provide dental care for the entire family from age 3 through 103. The staff at the Dental Center understand that some patients have dental anxiety, and they are very experienced in making them feel comforted and cared during their visit. Because at the Dental Center, patients are more than patients, they are part of our Dental Center family. The Dental Center, with 2 convenient locations in Southeast Cedar Rapids on Mount Vernon Road and Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA.
Back with you here at Solon on the postgame show. The Kennedy Cougars defeat the Washington Warriors 53-36 to go to the state tournament. We know right now 6 of the 8 teams that have advanced. Pretty darn good field. Waukee Northwest, Prairie, Burlington, Kennedy, Cedar Falls, and Ames. So you're going to have 3 teams from the MVC. You're going to have Burlington out of the Southeast Conference, who finished tied for first with Fort Madison. No, Washington won it, and Burlington and Fort Madison tied for second. But Burlington is the only one left. How about that?
Wow.
And
nobody from the MAC, right?
Nobody from the MAC, and you're going to have 4 teams from the CIML. So that's the way it's going to play out as far as 4A is concerned this year. Let's pick our Dental Center player of the game, brought to you by the Dental Center. Mount Vernon Road Southeast and at Hiawatha. Quality, comfortable care. And a lot of good, I think Colby Dolphin, he drew 3 charges, had 13 points, and had to play point guard after Kenzie Reed went down with the injury.
That's a fine choice, Scott. He really did everything really well, both ends of the floor, and great leader for his team out there.
So congratulations to Colby Dolphin, as he is our Dental Center player of the game. That is brought to you by the Dental Center and Dr. Brad Stovey and the entire staff there. We do appreciate everything they do. Quality, comfortable care. And our First Federal Credit Union play of the game, brought to you by First Federal Credit Union. Online at firstfedcu.com. That's firstfedcu.com. And I'm going to go back to the second quarter. Kennedy had a 10-4 run in the second quarter. Carter Newhouse with 2 3-pointers at that time, and comes away giving Kennedy a double-figure lead. And the Cougars were, I'm not going to say on cruise control after that, but definitely were in command. We're going to get a quick word from John McCowan here as the Kennedy Cougars celebrate. A little net cutting down below, and
gotta love it. Got a little action to watch here.
Yeah. Oh, you describe? You do a little play-by-play down?
Yeah. Dekai needs to go up one more ring of stairs there, so he doesn't have to reach.
Yeah.
It's probably an OSHA hazard somewhere.
Well, I tell you what, really good all-around ball game for you guys tonight. I thought anyway. You really controlled the boards in the first half and got the lead, and that was key.
Yeah. I thought we defended really, really well tonight. So when we, scored 2-3 possessions in a row, it really allowed us to extend the lead. But it, just sub-state games, state tournament games, it's all about the defensive side, and we're going to be scouted from them really well. So anything offensively is going to be tough, and we tried to make it tough on them, and got a few stops in a row, and I looked up and it was double digits, and then all of a sudden 16 at half, and I didn't think offensively we were great, but, man, defensively I thought we were just really, really solid.
Yeah, did a nice job. Tell you, Carter Newhouse was big coming off the bench. He had 2 big threes for you in the second quarter.
And that steal he had. This, I thought that was a game changer because they were back cutting us really hard on our pressure. And they got a few, and they got really deep in there, and Carter overhelped and jumped that back cut, got a steal, and then came down and hit a 3, and it was deflating a little bit for them, for their offense. They didn't run their offense as hard the rest of the quarter just because, they were kind of peeking to see if somebody was there. So I thought that was the biggest play of the game, was just he made that play on the defensive side and kind of loosened him up on offense. If you make a play like that on defense, you're not coming out of the game. So the hoop's really big, when you shoot that next one. So, yeah, I thought that was huge.
It is big. And Colby Dolphin, he collected 3 charges, was going for the 4th, but he got there a little late.
Yeah, Colby, it never surprises when he takes a charge. He's that's better than being a shot blocker. A lot of times shot blockers save you when you have bad defense, and Colby does it with charges. And then on top of that, they get a foul. So, sometimes you block a shot and they get it right back. It's out of bounds. They get the ball back. A charge, it's a foul on that guy, and, we get the ball. So those are huge, and he does it all the time for us. It's just something to be kind of expected from him now.
And, the $1 million question is Kenzie Reed.
He's fine.
Well, that's good. That's good. And I thought your team played through that. I mean, because they all of a sudden decided to get after you and really pressure you with the basketball.
Yeah. Well, and I would
it was
too.
good for your other kids.
If you take Kinsey out, because as you could tell, when they tried to pressure Kinsey, Bowman was getting layups and Mills were getting layups, and he was getting to the rim. But the rest of us, probably haven't proven ourselves on film yet. But, we played downhill. We got sideways a few times, but we made some tough catches in there. And then finally we settled down, a little bit, we played downhill and got some more easy ones. So, I thought it was really good. You want your really good players to play, but it was great to see the other guys not waver and not get too excited.
And if you didn't have to bring it back in, so be it. That's even better.
Yeah, exactly. He could jog, but he couldn't sprint. So our trainer, Lynn, she's great, and she'll put kids in there if they're not going to hurt themselves worse. And she said, nope, he's not going because he can't get up to a sprint. So, you got to respect it. You don't have to like it. You got to respect the decision and deal with it. And, the kids were never looking around like, is Kinsey coming back or anything like that. They just did their jobs.
Yeah, Gannon Hall went in there, didn't turn the ball over. Carter Newhouse didn't turn the ball over. And they threw everything at Colby, and he did a good job.
Yeah, there was one time where he was kind of sideways a little bit and asking for somebody to come help. And we had a timeout soon after. I said, Colby, who's the best one with the ball right now on the floor? He's like, well, me. Well, okay. Yeah, we all agree. So go ahead and just do it. So, and then he was good. Sometimes you just need to be reaffirmed a little bit. And he did a great job kind of filling that role for us.
Feels good to get back, though. Been a few years, but always nice to get back to Des Moines, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably the number one goal you think about every year is, are we good enough to get back? And we knew we had the talent this year, but that sometimes doesn't matter. You play good teams, and our conference kind of wears you out. Injuries at inopportune times, you gotta work through a lot of adversity throughout the year.
Yeah, and we know five of the other scores. Ames won. Also, Cedar Falls beat Valley tonight. Burlington beat PV by 15 tonight.
Wow.
Prairie won big, and Waukee Northwest won. So, all
right,
there you go.
Let the craziness begin.
Yeah,
that's right.
Let the craziness. You'll find out tonight how crazy it'll get.
That's
right. Well, we'll see you next Wednesday in Des Moines, or Tuesday, or whenever it is. So Wednesday. So
we got time to take a breath, and then I guess we'll start working tomorrow morning again.
All right. Well, congratulations, John,
and thanks,
congratulations to the whole Cougar program.
Thank you.
All right, John McCown, the head coach for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Cougars win at 53-36, and that's going to put a wrap on things here. Thanks to everybody here at Solon for all the help. Thanks to everybody for tuning in throughout a busy day here on CRM Live Sports. We had a good one, and should be fun tomorrow as we go back tomorrow night, 6:30, Northland and Springville, 1A quarterfinal at the girls state basketball tournament, as it will be the Orioles and the Lynx going at it. The rubber match, the third meeting of the year, and the winner moves on. And tough way for the losing team to see it come to an end. But only one team's happy at the end of the year.
It is. There's only one team that ultimately is happy and is going to end on that win. And but tremendous accomplishments by both those teams tonight, too. Even Washington has a lot to be proud about for their season.
So next week at the Boys State Tournament, 4 teams to cover, 3 Metros. Got to look to see the last time we had 3 Metros go down. It's been a while. With Marion, Prairie, and Kennedy all off to the state tournament next week.
You'll be busy again, Scott. The Northland boys
in Northland.
So you'll be putting some miles on the buggy.
Indeed. All right. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here on CRM Live Sports. We'll be back with you tomorrow night at 6:30 from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for coverage of the girls' state basketball tournament. For Phil Dunn, Scott Unash, thanking you for listening. Final score of this 4A Substate final tonight: the Kennedy Cougars off to state for the 16th time in school history, as Kennedy defeats Washington 53-36. For Phil Dunn, Scott Unash, thanking you for listening. And this has been an exclusive presentation of high school tournament basketball on CRM Live Sports.